Naruto 580. Is it just me, or did the translations get better this week? It was like somebody's little brother was doing translations, and like the older sibling that knew how to actually speak Japanese came back this week. I mean, it was, I don't know. I mean, like I said, maybe it's just me. And maybe it isn't even a giant improvement. Well, actually it is. To me, it seemed like a big improvement. But anyhow, moving on. I really like this chapter. The whole thing we've been talking about, the two brothers back together again. You really, it was really expressed. You really felt it in this chapter. It was awesome. This has been great. Also, the Itachi that we all love and hate. He's been an extremely complex character, right? And the one that always seemed to be ahead of the game and understanding a lot more about what's going on than everybody around him, Itachi. I mean, it comes through big time in this chapter. I mean, this guy just, I mean, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's do a little run through here. Let's pop in kind of a review. Okay, now the beginning, right in the beginning, we see this new ability from Kabuto, and basically, it is, I mean, it's the equivalent of a flashbang that just keeps flashing and banging, right? I mean, this would be like Navy SEALs in Sage mode if that was possible, and then they could flashbang like this. So I mean, it was, oh yeah, this was pretty incredible. And if you actually stop and think about this ability that Kabuto's just put out there, and think about most ninjas that he's going to run across, this thing is so awesome, the ability to blind them and basically paralyze them. I mean, most of them are just going to fall pretty rapidly to him. So it's a pretty amazing ability, actually. Okay, and then getting on to the second part, and of course then Itachi shows, you know, he just by rationalizing it out, and he probably actually, but the truth is which Kabuto confronts. This is after he spoils Kabuto's attack to go ahead and grab Sasuke, which is what, you know, he's wanted for, you know, the whole time. That's been his main goal, or at least I guess you would say the next step in whatever his goals are to achieve. And of course, Itachi just kind of rationalized it out, and of course he probably is lying, and Kabuto kind of confronts him. He calls him a lying ninja. You even died lying. I mean, I don't think that ninjas are really, as a group, going to be the most truthful. You know, they're not really known for being honest and truthful, right? Especially not while they're fighting. So I found that kind of funny, but also it was accurate. So, so we have Dr. Snakes and the lying ninja. I guess that's where we're going here. Anyway, and then we go into the whole deal, basically, of the brothers working together, and then there was this when they were flashback a window, which worked for me. This worked extremely well. Whether it was, you think that would have been something that would have actually happened with these characters, but anyhow, it fit together extremely well with this situation. The two brothers working together, which we've all been waiting for, and the progression of Sasuke not just being you know, an insane, crazed, you know, maniac, even though that's disappointed a lot of people, because everybody, including myself, thought when he comes back that it's going to be like it usually is, and there's just going to be this, you know, there's going to basically blood splattering everywhere, which is what I pretty much thought, and what most people wanted, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, so you get this brother thing, the working together for the boar, but without to capture it, right? And then they're trying to capture Kabuto, same situation. Really nice. I thought this was actually, like I said, it was pretty clever. It worked. Just put it this way, it worked for me anyhow. I thought it was brilliant. And in the feel, like I said, the feeling, this actually really felt like them working, you know, together, you know, brothers again, which is, you know, through all the talk about an incredible amount of you know, a lot of times, I guess, and there wasn't a lot of time spent, but they were close before the whole, you know, Itachi went on his massacre and that whole thing, to think, and that was even something that Sasuke tried to relate to Naruto is, I mean, which I thought was kind of self-centered, but now I kind of see more of the power of it. Is he's like, you didn't have a family to lose, and he was so close to his brother, and then the betrayal. I mean, ultimate, you know, betrayal and everything of somebody you would thought a lot. I mean, the whole mental thing is really comes into focus. But anyway, so you've come through all that, which if everybody's read the series, you're more than familiar with. So. So we've been waiting for this. Here it is, and then of course, now he's not going to kill it. The whole thing with Kabuto thinking he's going to nail Itachi, and then of course that just isn't. That's not that's really not going to happen. So at least not unless it's something Itachi has planned or whatever. So then at the very end, at the very end you see. Their bond hasn't vanished. So there the two brothers standing, working against a common threat. At the end, it's really, this was a really good chapter. There's a whole lot of things in the past. Here they are, coming together really well in a way that I mean, if you were looking, if you have hope for Sasuke. A redeemed Sasuke, which I'm still not convinced of, because he has these moments like this, and then he simply, goes on his own thing. But anyway, so that's how the chapter ends, and I loved it. I loved the chapter from beginning to end. I went back and when I reread it, I liked it even more. I actually took my time. I really, really loved this chapter. I'd like your feedback on this. What do you think were some the perpetual flashbang was just I liked the whole thing. But anyway, this is going to be kind of a short review. It was a lot of action. You had some story, a bonding of two siblings with all their history. Kabuto. I guess one thing is Kabuto is a character which is power-wise coming into his own. Is there going to be? Are we going to ever see a flashback? I guess what's missing with Kabuto is his, more of his character, right? Are we ever going to see a flashback of Kabuto where we actually get some more of an understanding of his past or something? Because if Kabuto is going to become like a real character, then something like that needs to happen. But anyway, there's a whole lot of points, a whole lot of minor points I could get into. I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Awesome chapter. If you could give it a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Also, you can subscribe if you want to. You can always unsubscribe, subscribe. You can do whatever you want to. Until next time, take care.